as we'll see the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Nebraska's offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So LSU's offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him hit him?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The throw. Makes the catch. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown LSU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket and he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kidding me?
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Wilson to pass. Looking for a big gain. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over James Madison. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Makes the grab on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wilson will throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Cornhuskers have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Defense in press coverage. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. And he'll run into...
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They march 72 yards, and they finish it up with a 15. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's on target and complete. Knocked off his feet. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Lost to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Under fire. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Moore. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll go to the counter. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught near the sticks. It's Adkins. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Rush is on him. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. One more snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and you'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Moore. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Adkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wilson will throw. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center, to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Here they come, almost all the way back. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He leaves it with his back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Here's a hit. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 23 over James Madison. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Cornhuskers in the hurry-up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all.
There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your dropped, and he just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. Plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moving away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown LSU. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. Wilson will throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you.